Hello and welcome to a new episode of Christian's Tea Time Classicals, short videos about individual aspects of classical music that last about as long as it takes to brew a nice cup of tea. As we already have discussed, the copyright of Parsifal expired in 1914, which sparked an international race to stage performances. Yet, in neither Düsseldorf nor Duisburg could the project be realized before the First World War, and the rivalry continued beyond 1918. Who would be the first? It was Duisburg, but not until 1921. At the beginning of the newly founded partnership with Bochum, the theatre presented Wagner's great opera on the 25th of September, so to speak, 7 years late. Saladin Schmidt, the new director, was responsible for the staging. Düsseldorf took an entire year longer, only presenting its own Parsifal on the 15th of October 1922. Here too, the production was shaped by the new director himself, Willy Becker. Both productions marked a departure from the Bayreuth tradition. They opted for stylized settings and a reduction of grand gestures. Musically too, the heavy pathos was absent, largely due to the two young conductors involved. In Duisburg, the orchestra was led by Paul Drach, while in Düsseldorf, a 24-year-old Georg Szell stood at the podium, the very Szell who would go on to become one of the most important conductors of the 20th century. The venues of today's Deutsche Oper am Rhein were late to stage Parsifal, but they were pioneers in performing concert excerpts. In Duisburg, the prelude to Act I was already heard in the summer of 1883, performed by a Berlin orchestra, and again in the autumn, this time together with a communion scene by the municipal one. In Düsseldorf, musicians even performed the prelude to Act I just 1 week after the death of Wagner in February 1883. It was also heard at the opening of the new Playhouse in 1905 as a musical prelude to Friedrich Hebbel's tragedy Judith. One wonders whether knowledgeable listeners might have drawn a parallel between the fatal seductresses Judith and Kundry. We can no longer ponder that question together because your tea should be ready by now. Enjoy it and feel free to leave your comments while you sip. See you next time.